everybody's doing well. I'm going to take this off for the purposes of cooking so you can hear me. I'm going to wash my hands. Hope everybody's doing well today. Since it's officially fall now, we all know what that means. It's soup time. Today I am attempting to make curry butternut squash soup. Wish me luck. I have not made this before, but since I had some extra butternut squash, I thought I'd give it a try. So what we got here is about 3 cups worth of pureed butternut squash already. I've got some diced onion, bell pepper, and some garlic. And I got a bunch of seasonings here. Got some curry, celery, cumin, cinnamon, ginger, salt and pepper, garlic powder, some coconut milk. I'm going to add some coconut milk to it. And I have a variety of seasonings because I just wanted y'all to know that you can make this dish as far as the flavoring and the spices any way that you want. I am using a recipe that calls for curry, so I'm going to use that. But I am tweaking this recipe a little bit because I've never made it. So my burner's hot over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray it a little bit with some coconut spray, just because I don't want anything to stick. And I do want to add a little bit of butter though, because I want that buttery flavor. Alright, so let me get a little butter here. Not quite 2 tablespoons, but almost 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so I just added all that together. I'm going to let it cook. Once it starts cooking, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and add some of my seasonings now. I don't typically measure my salt and pepper. I just put what I think is enough in there, so you can do that too, or you can measure it out. And there's several different versions of this recipe on the internet, so feel free to look that up and pick one of your choosing. Let's see here, some pepper. I tend to like my food a little more spicier than I do salty, so it's a good thing that most of my coworkers like spicy too. So my fiance asked me one time when I was cooking something, and it ended up being really, really spicy. He's like, "Who are you cooking this for?" I said, "Myself." I mean, I don't know any other way to cook. I cook to my own flavorings, I guess, or my own taste. Okay, so the one thing that definitely I will measure out is the curry powder, because I don't want to add too much or, not enough. So this particular recipe says tablespoon and a half. So let's do that. Tablespoon and a half. Here we go. Wait a minute here. That little thing's not big enough there. Alright. Okay. Alright. Ooh, this is going to be good. One. And then we'll just fill this up halfway. I think that's good. It's smelling good already. This does call for a little bit of cinnamon, which to me is going to be interesting. So, it's a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to mix that up real good. I think I would like a little more butter in it. Oops. Sometimes you can't have too much butter. Just gonna turn this down here. Sometimes I can just smell what seasonings that I need to add a little bit more of. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me. And, oh, I was like, where's my salt? A little more salt in there. So sometimes food does not taste right unless it does have a little bit of salt in it. Alright. So because I have my butternut squash already pureed, I'm going to add this in here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the coconut milk. Give it a good stir so it gets mixed up real good. And basically just heating it to a hot temperature because then I'm probably going to have to run it in my Ninja so that we can get a real smooth texture and blend that of like a soup. And like I said, I can't believe it's fall, but we're finally here, so I know some people can't wait till fall comes around to do soups and things like that. I'll turn that down. Give this a shake. Pop a couple holes in this. Coconut milk. If you don't like coconut milk, you don't have to use the coconut milk. I am going to pour about a cup. Well, it's a little more than a cup, but pour that in there. This is looking good. This is looking good. Mix this up real nice. Yeah, we'll want to run this through the blender. Or, well, I didn't bring my blender because it's pretty big and bulky, and figured my Ninja could do the same trick to get the job done. So we want to run it through there and get them onions and peppers and the garlic all cut up and blend it into the soup. Now I did bring some vegetable stock to add to this. It's got to be some Kroger vegetable stock. Shake it up a little bit. Just gonna pour a little bit in there. That was maybe 1/4 of a cup. This is looking really, really good, and it smells really, really good. But it's still pretty thick, if you can see that. So I'm going to add just a little more of this. Delicious. Now I might want to add a little more seasonings since I've added the liquids. So what I'm going to do is do a little taste test. That is good. But, definitely can taste the curry. I feel like it needs a little more salt. So I'm going to put a little more salt. And I feel like it needs more pepper. And some, I know I put fresh garlic in it, but I'm going to put some more garlic powder in it too. I feel like it's missing that saltiness to it. Did add a little more broth. Ooh, yeah. Now it's really good. I don't want it to get too thin, but I think I have put about half of this in there now, so I think that's all I'm going to put in there. So we'll get this warmed up real good, and then I'm going to run it through the Ninja. Now it is the consistency. See? Remember when I picked it up a while ago how it was still lumpy, or, caught in between there? Now it's a little more like a soup consistency. Like a cream-based soup. Okay. Let me just taste it one more time. That is absolutely delicious. Alright, so I wanted to get a little bit warmer, but not too hot. I do want it to get hot enough that after I run it through the blender, which you could actually eat it just like this. You would just have the little crunchies of the onions and stuff, but I don't know. I think I just want to run it through there so it'll be nice and smooth and creamy. I wanted to keep a little bit of the coconut milk because on the website they drizzle a little bit of the coconut milk over the soup and it's nice. Makes it look pretty too. Let's just go ahead and pour the rest of this in here so it'll be in there. Get rid of this can. Put this back over here. I'm going to get my nice tablecloth dirty. Alright, let's see here. I think what I might do is just leave my burner on. That way after I do run it through the Ninja, if I need to heat it back up, I can do that. This part might be a little tricky, so bear with me. So far, so good. Alright, so I got this much in the Ninja. I'll run it through. Make sure you put your lid on good. Don't spill anything. That should be good. Alright. Gonna pour this in this bowl here for now so I can do the other half. Ooh, yeah, it looks nice and creamy and smooth. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be yummy. Oh. Alright, before I do that, I'm going to transfer this from the bowl back into the pan, and we're gonna put it back on the burner just so it can get nice and hot. Get this back on the stove. Ooh, it's still nice and hot, so put that on there. Just gonna let it stay on there for a few minutes and we'll be ready to serve. Well, it didn't take long, did it? But here we go. Let's give this a stir. It smells good. Can't wait to taste it. Just want to make sure it's hot enough before I give me a little bowl of it. It's gonna be. Try it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You can really taste the curry in it, and it's pleasantly delicious. I actually really like it. You all have enjoyed us coming back doing the cooking show. I know I do enjoy it. I'm going to try some new recipes, which is what I've been doing. But I'm also going to still do some of my favorite recipes that I pretty much know by heart. I don't mind sharing the recipe with y'all, though. There is one that I cannot share, and it's the chicken salad recipe. My cousin, whom I got the recipe kind of off of, he actually wouldn't give it to me. I just had to watch him kind of make his, and then I just, tweaked it and made my own. he asked me not to give away the recipe, so I won't be doing that one. But I wanted to maybe do like my luscious lasagna. I want to do that, and then like maybe like a spinach casserole. I don't know. I want to put a little menu together and do it. So hopefully all that will turn out well. But anyway, I'm ready for my little soup. I'm going to turn this off because I feel like it's hot enough. And I will have to get my coworker Catherine to come try it with me. Or well, I'll just try it and then have her come in and try it later, okay? Okay. A little bit more.
Can we eat now? Sure. When it's time for a snackle combo, it's time for Quick Trip.
This is where you can take different things to garnish it. I'm going to use just a little bit of the extra coconut milk that I had left over. And you can put pumpkin seeds on it for a little crunch. Parsley flakes, cilantro, whatever you want. That's why I love dishes like this, so you can kind of put whatever you want. Ooh, I'm going to have to try to bring this up there and show you. It looks nice and pretty. Alright, you guys. Show you. Tried to show you, but I hope you can see it. I'm going to taste it. I've outdone myself again. What can I say? Bye, y'all. See you next time.